Hello everyone, Ace here, and today let's have another look at some video game history, and in the process answer the question, what exactly made MechAssault great? First released on November 15th of 2002 exclusively for the original Xbox, and part of the legendary BattleTech franchise, MechAssault may actually be an obscure name now. However, it has nevertheless been one of the most important video games to ever come out on consoles. A game that has helped forever change the multiplayer scene on consoles. But to understand why, it is important to understand the context behind MechAssault, as the game was one of the very first titles to support Xbox Live, which also released on November 15th of 2002. And while the original Xbox was not the first console to support online gaming, as that particular trophy belongs to the Sega Dreamcast, unfortunately for the Dreamcast, however, the system's online capabilities were somewhat limited out of the box. The biggest issue being that the Dreamcast could only really do dial-up connections, where by contrast, the Xbox was built from the ground up to support the far faster speeds of broadband connection. So Microsoft did deliberately build the original Xbox as a console that could withstand the rigors of online gaming at the time, and they of course also provided a service to go along with it. At that point, all that was really needed was some quality games to play on Xbox Live. And fortunately for Microsoft, MechAssault proved to be that game and then some. Now, on the surface, MechAssault may seem like a fairly simple and straightforward third-person shooter with a mecha paint coat slapped over it. And to be fair, there is some truth to that. However, once you look under the hood, there is more to the game than meets the eye. For example, the destructible terrain in MechAssault can allow crafty players to collapse entire skyscrapers on enemies or blow the bridges out underneath them, both of which can easily kill enemy mechs. However, the main takeaway here is that while MechAssault was an arcadey mech game, it was still nevertheless an absolute blast to play, and what at the time passed for state-of-the-art effects, such as the, for example, aforementioned destructible terrain, also served gameplay purposes as well. But as I said at the beginning of this video, the main thing that made MechAssault great was that it was the first true killer app for an online service, such as Xbox Live. MechAssault proved to be that final key ingredient to ensure that Xbox Live was a success. And given the importance that Xbox Live has had since on online multiplayer on consoles, one does have to wonder just how much of that influence should be in some way attributed to the game that proved to be exactly what Xbox Live needed in those critical early days. But regardless, this has been Ace, and I hope you'll all agree when I say that MechAssault is great.